Alright guys, so busy day today, plenty things to do, very little time to do everything. We're gonna start with 2 boneless picnic ham. What I'm gonna do is put it to bake first. After it almost finished for the last, like, let me say 15 to 20 minutes, I'm gonna slice up this nice ripe pine tin, glaze it, but I'm gonna be glazing it all the way through, and slice the pine and put the cherries on it for the last 20 minutes. The reason being is a boneless ham, you had to bake it with the net on, otherwise if it is you take off the net and bake it, they're gonna fall apart. So let me get started. First thing first, you foil the trays properly so that cleanup will be a lot easier. I'm gonna put the 2 ham in this 1 tray to bake. Right. Cut this piece off also short. That work. Nice. Put this one side. On the cutting board, you open up this ham. Woo! Should I do this in the sink? Alright, take the next one in the sink and open it. Okay, so fast forward from that little mess there. We have 2 ham over here. And I'm gonna use these Caribbean flavors pineapple glaze. Alright guys, so what we're gonna do, yeah, right, we're gonna use one of this bottle and I'm gonna modify this ham glaze. So you put it in the ham glaze. I'm gonna put in some allspice, very little bit because these seasoning very strong. Some clove, some cardamom, and just the syrup from the cherries. I really like the flavor in it in ham. We already glazed it. We're gonna put the cherries in it. We might as well put some in the glaze. Oh, wrong cover. So let's cover this up. Give it another shake, and you have a modified ham glaze, which I think is way better than the original. So I'm just gonna take this and lightly pour it over the ham. Not too much, because we don't want anything to burn, right? Just a little bit. And that looks nice. I'm gonna cover the ham and bake it for 20 minutes covered, and then I'm gonna remove the cover, well, the foil, and continue baking it for it to get color. But I want it to cook inside first, and then after we'll focus on the crust on the outside. Good. So we have the oven here preheating at how much? 250. That's real good. We're gonna put in the ham now. Set a timer. 20 minutes. And let's go and see about the cake. Right, so back in Mama kitchen, we're gonna do the fruit cake and the pan de hamon over here. So let me start with the fruit cake one time. Right, so we're gonna do a 2-pound cake. I have 2 pounds of butter. But this is when you say a 1 pound or 2 pound. That is basically the ingredients you're gonna use. 2 pounds of butter, and I have 2 pounds of brown sugar. I'm gonna cream this together. Alright guys, so already start whipping up the butter and the sugar over here. Put your stuff in a deep bowl so it wouldn't spray up and mess up. I had done this before and I started to make mess, so I transfer it over to a deep bowl.
But then you get a bowl and I'm free.
I transfer it over here.
No, but very bowl for the cake mixer.
That in the box.
Why I use it?
No, I use this. I want to use my one thing.
Use a real backside boy.
Yeah.
Can I use the dish around?
No, nothing. Mom, this. Originally. Yeah. Alright guys, so I have the sugar and the butter creaming over here. Let's make sure I know they put it in a deep dish. I put it in this and it started to make mess. So transfer it over here. Yeah, mama curling because this here come with glass bowl and thing better than this, but I didn't use it, so that was she curling for. So let's cream everything nice. I'm moving this like if I'm moving the mixer. Cream everything nice, and when it becomes fluffy, then you're adding in the eggs. Alright guys, so it has been 1 hour. The ham looking nice. It's still, you know, very tender. I'm gonna put some glaze over it again. And for the next hour, I'm going to be cooking it uncovered. Right? Oh gosh, Alia. By this evening, I'm going to be tired because watch. I have bacon in front over here, I have bacon in the back over here. I still had the pan there I want to make. Apart from the, what we have to do again. We had the potato salad, we had the chicken. Ooh, a real thing to do. So let me speed up. Good, so you can see the butter really creamy, fluffy. Now we're going to be adding in the eggs. We're going to be adding 15 eggs. When you add in eggs, there's something that you want to crack separately, one at a time, and add it one at a time because you don't want to crack a bad egg and add it into the mixture and everything had to throw away. So 1 egg at a time into the mixture. Alright, we get some really nice big eggs. So I'm only using 12 and I'm using the full 15, and I'll save the other 3 to do the bread. So with one hand. Okay, so let me show you a little something, a little secret. You don't want to overbeat the mixture. You see over here looking nice and creamy all the way through, and then after you watch the ends, it's looking like it's kind of separated. If you overmix your cake batter, you're going to separate, and you don't want it to separate. You want it to be fluffy and creamy all the way through. So this is good. Do not overmix it. Okay, so dry ingredients time. We have 4 pounds of flour. I'm going to add, well, this is a half teaspoon, so I'm gonna add 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're gonna need 4 teaspoons of baking powder. So as 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, this is half teaspoon, and I'm going to keep in teaspoon, so I'll go with 6. Right. To your flour, you're gonna add in some cinnamon, cardamom, allspice, clove. Right? And you're gonna give all your dry ingredients a good mix. Move your wet ingredients across here. To your wet ingredients, you're gonna add vanilla essence, or if you have mixed essence. A lot of people like to use the mixed essence. Browning. I'll add more if I need to add more. And we have a rough skin lemon over here. I don't have a zester, so I'm gonna try to zest this. What I have is this grater that was from a container, so let me see if this could work. Hopefully it does. Yeah, it's working now. Again, something, almost nothing. Let me see if we get something else. I'll try to see if I could get some zest off of this. Yeah, this is looking better. So this actually worked real good. There's plenty of work though. Right, so now is when we're gonna add in the fruits. I run the fruits through the processor. This fruits is what I had soaking since last year. So I'll have to make some more fruits to soak. Put some more fruits to soak. So let's try to scrape out all this as good as possible. You wanna try to do all the mixing you have, so like all the fruits, all the browning, everything. You wanna try to mix it in now because you don't wanna over mix the flour. And I'm gonna go in with just 1 or 2 big spoons of this chunky fruits because I like different textures, I like different flavors in the different mouthfeel in the cake. So you mix up this as well. And that's all the mixing you need. Now we're gonna put in our dry ingredients and we're just gonna fold it in, right? Remember, we're not mixing. So like this, and just keep folding it in. This will be the secret to your fruitcake actually coming out like a cake and not coming out like a bread. So I'm gonna add it in 3 parts. So that first was like 1/3. The next third over here. So just be really patient, don't try to rush it. And this is the last bit. Now is when I feel like if I need to add in more browning, I will add in more because I want the cake to be a little darker in color. Yeah. It would look like a lot at first, but as I mix in, you'll see how nice it incorporates. Scrape the side of your bowl. And this is almost finished. Yeah, I'm happy with this here. So I have a baking dish here, already greased and floured. I'm gonna add in, I'm not gonna try to add in half of the mixture or quarter of the mixture. I'm looking at the size of the pan, and that's the measurement I'm gonna use. You want it to be 2/3 or 3/4 of the way full. Oh, that's okay. I could take some more. I really like to take my time, make sure it's looking even. The center of the cake will always tend to puff up more because the center is always be higher, so you try to make the edges right around as even as possible. Right. This looks perfect. Repeat the process with the other one. Alright, so really quick, there you have it. I have it at just over 250. Set a timer and leave it. Hey, where you gonna knock about? Huh? You know how work to do?
And all I need to do the work, babe. I do so much already. When I come back, I have all the cleaning to do in the kitchen when you're done, you know me?
Alright, well, when they come back, you get started then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, later,
Yeah,
everybody, all I go see my Christmas morning.
No, because here tonight you need by dinner table.
Oh, yeah, taking
Yeah.
a little something.
Alright.
Alright, later, bye.
Okay, everybody, it's about 35 minutes. The cake's looking nice. Let me take out one and test. I'll take out the big one first. So you can see, just by watching alone, it's still jiggly. So definitely you'll have to cook some more. Yeah, see? So I'll put it back in the oven. This is a big cake, so you're gonna have to cook longer, right? Now the smaller one, this look a lot better. feel I feel like this perfect. If I let this bake anymore, I'm gonna or if I let it bake anymore, I'm gonna overbake. So remember with cakes, there's something called carryover baking. After you bake the cake, then take it out of the oven, you're gonna continue to cook. So you see this come out clean, I'm gonna leave it. This is perfect. Okay, this is the ham. The ham has been in the oven for about 2 hours, probably like about an hour and 45 minutes. I'm gonna remove the casing from it now, and I'm gonna slice this pine and put the pine and the cherries on it. Put it back in the oven for another half an hour. The reason I want to remove the casing and put it, so I like ham with pineapple and cherries on it, and I like to slice the ham with everything on it. So I think now is a good time to remove this. Just be careful. Good. So that's one off. We're gonna pick up the other one. Good. Pretty fine. Pick up this. Pick up this. Just peel the entire pine. Alright guys, so now is when we're gonna cut the pine very thin. Let's cut out this base to that one side, and the pine gonna cut really thin. Like this. See? Don't worry, I'll get toothpick and I'll stick it. Right, so we had the pineapple over the ham. Now this for the cherries. They try to make a little pattern, so we got at least look a little good. Da. This one here. Put one more here. Right, one more here. So I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Right guys, just to finish off, all you know I like the ham glaze. One small over the pineapple. With this now the pineapple gonna caramelize and become nice. You could even put this in bread and eat it, or cut it up together with your ham. You know we don't let anything waste. Okay. Just going back in the oven for another half an hour. Right, so while I cooking in the back, I just cook here curry pork, Gia chicken, and rice. So I'm going to take out some food and eat. Oh, spicy curry? Nice. Plate. Yeah, lagu work steam still coming out, you know. Like, are they just waiting for it to done cook? Nice. Anish, thank you very much for lunch. We'll see you all later for dinner. Alright everybody, both cakes are out the oven. I'm really happy with the color. This one got a little darker than this one because it had to remain a little longer, but cake very soft and nice. Maybe we'll cut a little piece and try it and see how it is. So I cut from the smaller one. This is how the cake looking here. I really like I like how it come out because if you're watching not seeing any wet lines, you know, signs are over mixing or trying to get it correct lighting. So this, I'm very happy with this. Looks really nice. Let me try it. Okay guys, so let's get started with the pan de hamon recipe. We have okay guys, let's get started with the pan de hamon recipe. We have 16 ounces of milk. To that we add in 4 ounces of sugar and 2 packets or 20 grams of instant dry yeast. We're going to set this aside and let these, well, start to ferment and activate these. To a large basin or mixing bowl, we are adding in, this is the equivalent of 2 pounds of flour, and we're also going to add in 2 teaspoons of salt, remember this is a half teaspoon I'm using, so that'll be 4 of this, and give this a mix to incorporate the salt. Make a little hole in the center, and then we're going to add in the wet ingredients. Okay, so the reason why we add the salt to the flour, mix it up, is because salt does kill yeast, and the reason why we add the sugar inside here is because the sugar does feed the yeast. So after some time you'll see like froth developing on the top, or foam developing on the top of your water. That is to show that the yeast is active and the yeast is alive. So you throw your mixture inside here. Just make sure you get all the sugar out. Nice. And you're also going to throw in the butter. Just with your hand start to incorporate all the ingredients. You're also going to put in 4 large eggs. And you're going to mix this all together with your hand now. Alright guys, so you need your dough. Just add a little more flour if you need to. until it look like this, nice and smooth. When you press it, it's bringing it back. I'm gonna transfer this into a clean bowl with any kind of grease, butter, so it wouldn't stick. See if I could do this with one hand. Nice, like that. Right. I'm gonna put a little more butter over it, just so it wouldn't cake up and it will rise nice. Just take your hand, right, and you set in this in a warm place for it to rise. Cover it with a wet paper towel or a kitchen cloth. Right, so there we two ham there. Time to take out all the cherry and then we will cut it. The ham smelling so good. Mommy asked if I didn't stick the ham with clove. I didn't stick it with clove. I used the clove powder in it because I don't like when eating ham. For nothing, I don't like when eating ham and I get that bite of clove.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut one of the ham to make the pan de hamon, and the other one I'm gonna cut to serve later. So this is the one I'm gonna cut first. And I cook the ham and everything without the pineapple, and the last the pineapple and the cherry. So if you watch underneath pineapple, the ham are looking it's not looking raw or boiled. You can see the caramelization right through. Right. So I just cut out this first piece. The ham nice, and I had to cut it as thin as possible. So I'll take my time.
Continue cutting. Take it around, continue cutting.
Yeah.
And he'll show you the next step you need to do.
But first. Alright. Right. This is the dough. Has doubled in size. So now it's when you push it down, but very sticky. Right, I'll use half for the one with the ham and the other half for the one with the chicken. Okay, so you flour your counter really well. Sprinkle some flour on top of your dough. And now is when you're going to try to shape your dough to the best of your ability into a rectangle. Right, so give it a help by moving it around first, then you roll it out. So I feel like this length good enough. I'll start rolling it out like this. So now is when I'll take the cream cheese. The cream cheese still a little cool, not hard, but take my time and spread the cream cheese. Alright guys, so the cream cheese finished spread. Now I'm gonna take the raisins. And I'm gonna put one line of the olives. So because we're rolling in this direction, coming, so this gonna be the center of it. So we put the olives over here to roll to the center. Now is when we're gonna put the ham. I'm looking for the thinner pieces. I have some really thick slices. This is the ham that we just baked. A lot of people just use the salami, but to have the real thing, you might as well use it. Right, so you're probably wondering what it is I leave this here for. This is to make a little pattern when we finish, seeing that this is the last piece. So I just cut so, I just trying something, right? Right, and now we have to take the time and roll. So this is the egg wash that we have. This is going to help everything to stick together. So you just, I have a brush. So you just paste right around. This side. Good. Now we roll.
This is the fastest delivery order and delivery I've ever seen.
It goes on the page, right?
Like seriously. Because we now need extra plasma liquid, right? And he made the order while it was an extra plasma.
This is which one is the electro brush, right? Hurry up. Big one? Big one is here?
You see, let me get a little pattern on top. Not perfect, but it'll have to work. Brush it up with the egg wash. I'll probably put the egg wash after. Alright guys, so I had the pan there, I'm going. This one, I don't know what happened, it fall apart. I don't have that stubborn. I don't have anything I can do about it right now. This one, however, holding up, looking nice. And I have chicken underneath over there. The chicken is just regular all-purpose seasoning and a little bit of the ham glaze. That's it. Over here we have the chicken breast. This is gonna boil for the potato salad, for the chicken salad. And it's not really potato salad, more chicken salad. And now we're gonna add just 3 Maggi cubes inside here. Alright guys, so this is one of the pan hamon, and this is the second one. I guess then the dough was a little too small, too much filling, too much things could have gone wrong, you know. It could have been avoided by just making a smaller one. But it is cooked all the way through. When you cut it, you'll still get the spiral. It's just the top layer alone. So we could fix that. And over here, we have the chicken now done boil to do the chicken salad. Alright guys, final stretch now. Just the potato salad how to make. As you can see, everything almost finished. We have the chicken baking in the oven, and Janelle over here making the pan de hamon. Give me pan de hamon, like I drunk already. The potato salad. So Janelle making the potato salad. I'm gonna wash outside. So I'll hand the camera over to Janelle to show you all what we're doing.
Apple, peeling apple.
Yeah? Right, where are you?
So I have apple here. I will steam the apple here, like that way. You know, I will connect it.
Yes, so you can steam the apple to make what?
I want to make a cake.
Oh, you're gonna make a cake with the apple?
Yes.
Alright, okay.
So I will steam it because I want to have nice flavor. So I will leave like 45 minutes.
Right, fruit cake. This is the pork ayaka. This is the pan de hamon with the ham, pork, baked chicken, potato salad. And this is the chicken menu on that side. There is the chicken pan de hamon and the chicken ayaka.
Chicken and lamb.
Chicken and lamb. We have a nice bottle of caramel. We have some punch of cream and some black label. And we also have ham.
Baby, the pan for
Azaria.
Birthday.
Atalia. Asarian. You don't get them a kiss already, you know? You get them a kiss already? Yeah. And Aurelia down the corner there. We'll go by Aurelia, eat the cake.
Maybe you want to sit down on the key.
Tell Uncle Dennis push up the chair for you. Real? Tell Uncle Dennis push up the chair.
Say no water,
Alright,
pepper,
I'll fill up all the grass. We'll make a toast. You want
¿A todos? ¿Todas? La de Mario Bros, ok.
toast? I can't eat nothing again. I'm very full.
But he said he can eat it, but he said I have curry chicken and he said, yeah, I have a small space here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, somebody when they went to the bar and they donated something and they gave them a toothpick. Because they were born home. There is nothing again. And then he said, Dharam gone in the bar. He said he wanted a quarter portion of pork. Quarter portion, yeah.
That's mama, okay? You know they cannot take you, okay?
I don't hear some cricket ball.
Okay, Sachin will say some words. Okay, starting.
Nah, I just want to say thank you to everybody for coming and joining in new traditions, and really appreciate you all being here and spending this time with us. All the best for the rest of the year and all the best for the new year as well.
Amen.
1, 2, 3, Happy New Year!
Check it, mama only smell the alcohol and check it her cheese, eh? She only smell the alcohol, check it her cheese, eh? You see, when you say something, who can say something better than that? Dinesh. Yes. I'm full, I can't say nothing.
She's full, she can't talk.
No, he. So, guys, that is the end from all Christmas. Venezuelan Christmas.
Yes. Thank you very much for watching. Please ensure to like and subscribe. Until the next one, love you all bad. Bye bye.
Peace.